Hello, guys. This is Isaac, aka Melody Man of Faded Dream Productions. I wanted to make this quick video of why I mix in Pro Tools now instead of Logic Pro. A couple of small reasons, but to me, I say small reasons, but they're not really small. They're basically big things to me when it comes to being comfortable with mixing. Okay, the first thing is basically going into the mixer window where I could actually rearrange my tracks by moving the channel strips in the mixing window, which is really cool to me. I think Logic definitely needs to do that. Also, one thing also is I can choose all here, and using the my fader, my MCU faders, I could choose one fader and just fade just a little bit. If I'm like peaking on the master channel, I could actually just move my fader down just a little bit without using the mouse. It's annoying sometimes to use the mouse to click all. Like as most in Logic, you have to actually select all your tracks, but it won't allow you to grab one fader and move them all with your hands. Because sometimes you only need to move it just a little bit. So I really like that a lot. And also they have a great feature where if you're doing MIDI, you could just drag and drop the MIDI information to a stereo track, and it'll automatically convert it to audio, which is amazing. I thought bounce in place was amazing, but when I found out that, when I do MIDI, I could just drag and drop the MIDI on the stereo track from the MIDI track, and it automatically converts it. I thought that was amazing. So, which is I think is really cool. And also just dragging the channel strip and getting that yellow line that guides me up and down to me is also great. I love that as well. Just getting that yellow line to guide me where I am. Logic doesn't have a guide. It just basically just shows that you can move the track, but it doesn't guide you with that line of where things are. So those little things are just amazing to me. And also I just feel like the sound of Pro Tools is bigger, and it's fatter, where Logic to me is bright and happy. And I just feel like and I just feel like I'm part of an industry standard DAW. I don't feel, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if people are recording tracks or at the major studios in Pro Tools, there's maybe a reason why. I mean, I really hated Pro Tools at first. I never wanted to learn it. I was like I did everything I could not to learn it. One day I just sat down and said, you know what? Let me learn this and just find out why it is industry standard. And I'm not saying it's better than Logic, but I just can see why it's industry standard. The things you could do with it is just makes more sense when it comes to mixing. But I still produce music in Logic. It's just much better like that. With that. So again, I've been dragging all my tracks from Logic into Pro Tools whenever I'm done with production, composition. I just do that. But I just really, I'm really loving Pro Tools these days, and I just want to share that with everybody. It's really awesome. I really do believe it's a great program. I avoided it for a long time. It's funny that I started on Pro Tools and I went to Logic. Now I'm back in Pro Tools. But that's some of the small things. If I think of any other things, I'm sure there are much more things that Pro Tools is known for. That's why it's an industry standard DAW. But that's just made my day. That really made me much better as a mixer with those little things that I showed you. But great. Again, this is Isaac, aka Melody Man of Fade Dream Productions. Bye.